Alright, this is just a quick review on the differences between the 2016 Scrambler 1000 and the 2016 Sportsman 850. This is my wife's ATV, one we got first last summer, and this one's mine. Just first off, you can see that the Scrambler does have a rack. I mean, it's a lot smaller. I believe it's rated for 40 pounds, whereas the Sportsman 850's got quite a considerable rack, and the rear rack is rated for 240 pounds. The front rack is rated for 120 pounds. You've got space here on the 850, kind of waterproof storage really. You got some space on the Scrambler as well, but not very much. I mean, you could put a map in there, maybe a little water bottle, some shit like that. This one does get kind of warm, but you do have some shielding in between the exhausts. This one, however, gets pretty fucking hot. Put a water bottle in here and take it out, it's gonna be pretty damn warm. I've never had it melt anything, no, but it does get pretty hot. I've never had it fucking catch paper on fire or melt anything. Do have a heat shield right here. I don't know if you can see it really well. Right here above the exhaust. But yeah. So the sound is not that different. I mean, Scrambler does got a beefier sound, but the sound on the 850 isn't like a normal Sportsman where, you know, where the exhaust is coming out of a fucking straw tube or anything. You know, it's got two exhaust ports, and it does have a good exhaust sound. Now on this Scrambler, I did take the spark arresters out. It's got a much deeper sound now, whereas before it had a kind of a metal clanging kind of sound. You can see here the rear diff, the Fox shocks, which are fully adjustable here, whereas on the 850 they're only adjust the shocks that come with it. You know, you've only got the coarse adjustment here. Okay, just some light in there. Only got the coarse adjustment here. So the looks like the rear diff area on the Scrambler as well has got a little bit better protection. You know, you've got your hitch here, and on the Scrambler you've got kind of a guard area here. I think you could buy an aftermarket piece as well. Just get some more. Alright, the height on the Scrambler 1000 I was a little bit surprised with. I know it's only an inch taller seat height than the Renegade, but I was just coming from a Raptor 700. I was just expecting, you know, a smaller ATV, not a damn full size like a Sportsman. You can see here the height. Both of these are stock tires and suspension. You can see here the height, one compared with the other. The rear rack here and the fenders on the Scrambler coming up. But it still rides really well. I've been getting more familiar with it and taking out jumps and things like that now. I'm getting used to the suspension and how it feels getting some air. The seats. This seat is a lot more plush than the Sportsman seat. You can see here it does keep dirt a little worse. You know, I mean, you've got a wider ass area, but if you're sliding back, you can, you know, hit your ass here. Whereas on the Scrambler, it's got an indentation here to, you know, kind of prevent you from sliding back at high speeds, especially with that it's kind of got more of a slick material there. One other thing on the rear of the ATV is fender coverage. As you can see here, Sportsman fenders come all the way out nearly fully from the tire. The Scrambler, not so much. So if you're going through mud and fucking water, you're gonna get sprayed up. One of the things I've begun doing is just wearing a fucking, you know, windbreaker top, just to keep all that way when I'm done riding, I can just fucking throw it off and I'm good. You See here, you've got a lot better color accents on the Scrambler versus the Sportsman. A lot more of an aggressive look. Footwells are pretty much the same. You know, not much difference. Well, a little bit. You know, whereas the Sportsman got raised foot pegs kind of all the way down. The Scrambler does not. The gear shifter, you know, you've got more of a high-end, shorty gear shifter on the Scrambler versus a traditional Sportsman gear shifter on the 850. It was a little bit stiff, but it's gotten a lot looser. Not, you know, too loose where you don't think it's shifting correctly. But, you know, your standard instrument cluster here. Those fucking bright ass LED lights come stock on the 1000. Pretty fucking bright. Also, the hand guards come stock on the Scrambler 1000. See your standard shit. One thing though about the 850 is you've got your 2x4, your all-wheel drive, but you've also got uphill and downhill assist. Let me just get over here so I can show you. Right here. You got your 4x4 assist. Standard instrument color, pretty much the same instrument cluster here. These do not come with the LED lights, they come with the standard lights. But I'll open the garage here in a minute and turn them both on so you can hear, you know, how they sound. Tires are the same on both models. The size and the tread. As you can see, the Scrambler front rack there, you've got tie down areas as well as your fucking power port. Front rack area on the 850. The power port and key areas are here. Like I was talking about, you've got your fucking traditional shifter. So riding, you know, how they feel on the rides. The Scrambler is much more nimble with the suspension that it has, you know, and the overall weight and the width of the 850. You know, it's going to be much more nimble. It's going to have more, you know, a little more low end power. I believe it's got the same engine, but they bored it out and increased the stroke and all of that. You know, it is the 89 horse on the Scrambler. I don't remember exactly what it is on the 850, but I've definitely noticed when riding them the differences. I mean, it's not crazy, but you know, it's there. So if I could get off of these now so I could go crank them up, you can hear the difference. Yeah, you can see more of the front end difference there. Alright, I'm gonna crank up the 850 first. And now I'll crank up the 1000. I know I got it smooshed in the fucking parking area here in the garage, but there's the LED lights for the dim and the bright. It comes with the bumper and your hitch area. Alright, that's it.